Okay, friends, on this card, I wanted to teach you something about the Festive and Bright bundle. Now, this is hysterical because I did not know this until my helper, Miss Deborah, told me. So that just shows you what a fantastic Stampin' Up! Demonstrator I am. I don't even know why you're trusting me with your card making, but she showed this to me. Okay, so these dies, I was thinking there was one die per thing. And I thought, man, I sure do have a lot of these. No! There are 2 dies per strip so that you can cut the entire strip out. So I was thinking it was just a border die. No, it is a border, but like you can cut the entire piece. So on all of them, there is a little arrow with, I hope you can see this, 3A, 3B. Do you see that? 3A, 3B. So all of them coordinate with each other, right? 2A, 2B, 1A, 1B. And then you put them together to die cut. Genius. So that's if you want to strip, unlike how we've been doing the other cards, which were not strips, but they were, what do you call them? My brain is fried. They were borders. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, let me clean this up. I still have a little inky dew here on my work surface. All right, dry it off. We've got our card base 4 1/4 by 11. We're folding it in half at 5 1/2. Ta-da. We've got a piece of Cajun Craze cardstock. It is cut at 4 1/8. Whoops. This is one of the things I do not like about this. If you push too hard, it tears your cardstock. So you gotta be real genteel. All right. So 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then we've got a 4 by 5 1/4 piece here. And this is the Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. Obviously, you saw that I have used that paper throughout this class. And I did that with intention because I wanted you, sorry about my dogs being noisy. I wanted you to truly be able to just have a few products to make all these cards, because you really can swap out the colors and do them however you want, right? So this piece is cut at 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we're gonna just layer this piece on kind of in the center. It's not critical exactly where or how it goes on, so don't panic. And then we've got a little 2 by 2 inch square here, and this guy's gonna just kind of go off to one side like so. And then we're going to incorporate this little, I don't know what you call it, apple leaves, apple garland. So I'm going to take my strip of cardstock. We'll just lock it in place there. And then I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. You know, I know I said this in one of my other videos, but it really is the truth. Dogs and kids make doing things hard. Isn't that the truth? Like, just, you know, I love them both. I love my kid. I love my dogs. Wouldn't have it any other way. But honestly, they were laying down in here, happy as clams. I turned the video on, and now one of them is just roaming around mindlessly like her life has been shattered because she's not getting to go outside right at this very moment. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and it drives me nuts. Okay, I digress. We are going to use dark Cajun Craze to match the card. Now, apples, obviously, probably more of a red or a green, but I am not caring about that. I am like, let me make my apples the color that works for my card. So maybe they are like dark peaches, or maybe, I don't know. What else could they be? They're an apple and they're getting Cajun crazed. That's what's happening. And then I am going to color the leaves. And again, I'm just quick coloring. I am not doing a bunch of shading because this is just a really small little area, and it's going to be covered by my image. You'll see here in a minute. Okay, so there's that. And then you know what? Just for giggles, let's see what it would look like if I colored my leaves. Oh, that's like dead as a doornail. See if the other end has some ink in it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do my leaves yellow. So this is dark So Saffron, and I am coloring my leaves in dark So Saffron. And then I'm gonna use Crumb Cake, I think, to color my twig. So the point of this is to show you that you don't have to always go traditional, right? Like you don't have to use green, you don't have to make green leaves and red apples just because that is the standard. With card making, you can really go out of the box and do things that are a little more artsy fartsy. And you can also, you know, just kind of match whatever it is you're doing. So in my case, this cardstock or designer paper that I'm using is Cajun craze and kind of a yellow and stuff like that. And so using red and green on top of those colors would be really hideous. It just wouldn't go well. And so I chose to kind of make it go with the, let's see, this is light soft suede. I think this will work. Yeah, this will be fine. So it really gives you this fall feel, and it's okay that it's not perfect. Now, all of that being said, let's say you sit down to make your card and you're like, yeah, I'm not making orange, dark orange-ish, rusty colored apples with yellow leaves, and that's just not happening. I'm not doing it. That's cool. Change it up, sister, brother, change it up. Do what works for you. That's kind of what this is all about, is doing what makes you happy and what works well for you. So we're gonna tear that off. Real professional, I know. There's no awards being handed out to Wendy for her professionalism. This is why some of you love me and others do not, because you know, I try really hard to like pretty much have it together, but you know, sometimes you just got to tear the paper. Okay, so we're gonna cut this edge first, just because I think it will be easier to cut them nicely one at a time versus trying to put them both on there at the same time. And I'm using my cute little, well, get in there, sir. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? It's like not catching. Let's try from the other end. There we go. Good Lord. This is my pebble, by the way. This is the pebble. I call it the pebble because the other one's the rock. If you know me and follow me on social media, or you've seen some of my videos, you know I love the Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I've always been a big fan. Way back, you guys, way back when in his wrestling days, I liked him and thought he was cool then. So, you know, just saying. So I had to name, it only made sense to me to name my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the Pebble, and my big one, the Rock, because they do a lot of heavy lifting. You know, they do a lot of heavy lifting in my craft room. I'd be lost without them. There we go. Okay, let's see how this looks. I know it's just going to be so cute. And FYI, if you did want to cut these at the same time together, you really can't. They overlap. So you really do need to cut them separately so that you'll get a nice cut. Just a little helpful hint. Tip, hint, whatever. Okay, so this piece I'm gonna put here, but I'm gonna cut it down, I think. I don't think I want it this long. So we're gonna come in and just do a little bit of card surgery. Just like so, like that. And this will go right here, like that, I think. Okay. I know you're like, I think, what are you talking about? Didn't you design these cards? Yes, I did. But you know, sometimes you got to make changes. So that's why I'm always like, I think this is what I'm going to do. Because you just never know. So we've got our little hedgehog back in action. And I love this because we're pairing both stamp sets together, which is so fun and good and wonderful. I love it. Oh, you know what? I wasn't going to use my hedgehog. I was going to use my blessed. So now we have a conundrum. What shall we do? Should we do blessed? Or should we use our little hedgehog? It's kind of cute that she has a bowl full of apples, right? So let's see. We can go here and put this here. Hedgehog. Well, I'm going to let you guys decide. I'm going to make it with the blessed, and then you guys let me know on the VIP Facebook group which one you think I should have done. I feel like most of you are going to be like, you should have done the hedgehog. What's wrong with you, lady? Of course, anywhere you can put a little cute animal, put one. Why is this even a question? That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But I'm going to go with my original plan. So I want this to show on both sides, this designer series paper. And then I'm going to put this actually off this way. So I'm going to use dimensionals. Whoa, first I guess I should stamp it, shouldn't I? Holy Moses. I'm all flustered now. Okay, so Cajun Craze. I'm going to ink this up. Blessed. Blessed be the name. And then we're going to use dimensionals. And I think we can fit one more dimensional on this other edge. So we've got one on each edge, and it's going to kind of straddle this. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. It really is. So that is the finished card. I just love it. I love it. So you decide if you want a hedgehog instead. Maybe you'd rather have a hedgehog right here, and then you could stamp the little for you underneath, or you could use the blessed on top. There's lots of different things you could do, but I think it's just really pretty and simple the way it turned out. And that's the wrap on this card. Can't wait to hear what you think. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.